when he was migrating to Medina, the majority of the companions migrated in secret. Not Umar. Radiallahu ta'ala. He made tawaf around the Kaaba first, then prayed behind the Abrahamic station second, he went and wore his armor, and then he proclaimed publicly to the chieftains of paganism, to the chieftains of idolatry and polytheism, to those who worship the stones carved by their own very hands. Did he feed them? No. He did not feed people that are mushrikun. He feed the Lord of the mushrikun. He said, proclaiming out loud, "O chiefs of Mecca, I am migrating to Medina by himself. Anyone who desires to make his mother bereaved, his children orphans, his wife a widow, follow me behind this fact." Did anyone follow him, Ayman? No one dared to even look at Umar. Now, we hear this courageous individual, this powerful man. But Umar's manhood, ya ikhwatina a'izza wa ya akhwa, is not in his physical strength, no. Umar's manhood is not in his wealth, lineage, not in his number of children. Umar's manhood strength was in no other than strength of Iman, taqwa, wisdom, understanding, patience. Umar's strength most importantly was standing firm, steadfast upon the truth and no compromise. His faith in Allah due to the worthless pleasures of this low deceiving materialistic world. That's where his strength was. You don't need 20-inch biceps. You don't need calves the size of a football. You don't need a chest like an elephant. But you need a heart like a mountain. A heart that does not shake for the fear of creation, but for the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As Allah says, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ, not إِذَا ذُكِرَ النَّاسُ, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُمْ. Indeed, the true believers are those, the true and only believers, Allah says, interpreted, are only those when Allah is mentioned, their hearts become fearful. Not when Ahmed, Alfred, Frederick, Cassandra is mentioned, no. But when Allah is mentioned, their hearts become fearful. وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا. And if the verses of Allah are recited to them, it increases them in Iman, it makes them stronger, it makes them feel great, it makes them feel the sweetness of Islam. They are the believers. They are the true, genuine believers. He was one of the most strongest companions, the most courageous, powerful companions, who was known for his faith, for his taqwa, who was known for his verdict. His opinion was extremely accepted by all. So much so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed revelation in concurrence, in agreement, in conjunction with what Umar said. See, not only was he a man of Islam, But he was a man of understanding, distinguishing between right and wrong. We know how powerful he is. We know the mountains would shake before him. We know Satan would run away from him. The pagans would go nowhere near him out of fear. Yet, he investigated his heart, fearing one of the most destructive, filthy, abominated sins that exist. The sin of nifaq. The sin of hypocrisy. Wallahi, he would cry, seeking forgiveness from his Lord, to protect him from this morsel of flesh inside him, from being contaminated with this filthy sin of nifaq. This is what we're talking about. So much so, we all know, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the names of who? The munafiqun. He was given the names of the munafiqun that lived around him. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And then the names were given to a great, powerful companion by the name of whom? He was entrusted with this list on one condition. He does not mention a single name on that list to anyone. And I think there were 40 names. 40 names of the munafiqun. Now Umar, when he found out that Hudayfa had been entrusted with these names, he actually was very scared. SubhanAllah, brothers and sisters. This is Umar, whose faith is beyond the levels of the clouds. Yet he was still scared of nifaq. So he runs to Hudayfa. Yeah, Hudayfa, tell me who's on this list. Tell me who's on this list, I want to know. He was scared that his name may be amongst the munafiqun. Hudayfa did not betray his trust. Did not break his trust like today. You're told what to say. I do not say. You can cut his flesh and bones, slice him into 1,000 pieces. He will not break his trust. Why? Because he's a Muslim, a mu'min, a Muslim. I can't tell you who is on this list. I'm not allowed. Umar began to cry. This man of Iman began to cry, showing Hudayfa that, look, I need to know, am I on that list? Am I, ya Hudayfa, amongst the munafiqun? Hudayfa looked at him with a smile and gave him the glad tidings. No, ya Umar, absolutely not. He fell to the ground and started crying. That's Umar. That is Umar ibn Khattab al-Faruq. And this was the attitude not only of Umar, but all the companions. Extremely vigilant, extremely alert, extremely careful, fearful of this major predicament, the predicament of nifaq in their hearts. There's a narration by Ibn Abi Malika, collected by Al-Bukhari, who said, Ibn Abi Malika said, I witnessed or met 30 companions. 30 companions, he said. Every single one of them was scared of the affliction of nifaq, of hypocrisy, upon their nafs. You know, today we see many of us, we feel that we're protected, that we're saved, that we're secured from this destructive element. We are not. The more you feel this, wallahi, the more you are endangered into falling into this. Hasan al-Basri, he said, listen carefully, it is only the mu'min, the believer, who fears nifaq. It is only the believer who fears nifaq, and it is only the munafiq who feels secure from nifaq. Look around us. Go outside today in this community, in our society, and you will see a disgusting attitude. They all say La ilaha illallah, all of them, but how many mock the sunnah? How many speak and lie? How many break their promises? How many betray their trusts? How many violate their agreements? How many, when they fall into dispute, they become abusive and start slandering, cursing? Take it easy. Fear Allah and return it to Allah. How many find it hard to wake up for Fajr? Pray Isha, not knowing the great leader that we follow, said that Fajr, Isha are the most difficult, the most hardest of prayers on a munafiq. Wallahi scary. Wallahi, wallahi scary. If you have any of these attributes, if you break your trust, or break your promise, or speak and lie, or violate your agreements, whether with Muslims or non-Muslims, if you mock anything to do with the Sunnah, if you have trouble waking up for Fajr, how can someone have trouble waking up for Fajr? I don't understand. Fajr is the time when the angels are exchanging the deeds. The time when Allah asked them, how did you leave my ibad? And you're sleeping, snoring. A'udhu billah. It is one of the greatest times of the 24 hours. Fajr. It should be the greatest seconds of your day. Be happy that you are even blessed to be able to pray Fajr. All these signs, breaking the trust, violating agreements, speaking and lying, mocking the Sunnah, having trouble praying Fajr and Isha, these are all signs of munafiqun, nifaq. They are elements relating to hypocrisy. If you have all of them, you are indeed a munafiq. The hadith says, not me. The hadith says. If you have some of them, you have elements of hypocrisy. Brothers and sisters, if there is a bodily disease, what do? We immediately a prescription. Attention to this bodily disease. You don't get the knife and chop that part off, no. Likewise, the disease of the heart, the sickness of the heart, likewise needs immediate, wallahi, immediate attention, immediate prescription. The cure and the prescription is Iman, Taqwa, genuine faith, application. That's the cure, and that is the medicine. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us hearts dedicated and devoted with full motivation to the one that gave us these hearts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from nifaq. May Allah protect us from kufr and shirk. May Allah protect our hearts from everything that is displeasing to the one that created our hearts.